What's up guys, Tim Wilson here from Tim Wilson UK, and as you can tell from the title of this video, I have something that I'd like to share with you guys. 58 degree is no longer. I've decided to knock it on the head. It hasn't been pretty much what I wanted it to be. I suppose a lot of that's down to me, the fact that I haven't created an awful lot of content over a long period of time, or not a consistent amount of content over a long period of time. So I've decided to knock it on the head. I've decided to consolidate, come back to one channel. So instead of posting on either 58 degree or 58 degree and Tim Wilson UK, I'm going to draw a line under 58 degree, and anybody that is watching this on Tim Wilson UK and is currently subscribed to 58 degree and is yet to subscribe to Tim Wilson UK, then please join me over on here. I will still be creating content here on Tim Wilson UK, especially from the Golf Club 2019. I found that over the last, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks, I've been creating a video every day, Monday to Friday, the 4 rounds of the TGC Tours event for that week, and then a recommended one on the Friday. I'm going to change that up a little bit. It's not really sustainable for me to create that much content in any week, in any one given week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably do a recommended course to go out on a Tuesday. And then on a Friday, well, I will continue to play on the TGC Tours and I will continue to record that content. But what I'll probably do is create a highlight reel of all 4 rounds and then post that up on Friday for you guys to watch. But I think that's probably the best option to do. So I will be shutting down the 58 degree website. I will be shutting down the 58 degree YouTube channel. I will be shutting down the 58 degree Twitter channel. And everything will come back onto Tim Wilson UK. And as you can see from the screen right now, I haven't played the Golf Club 2019 on Tim Wilson UK, because you can see level 1, no coins, no handicap. I've literally just styled my guy up, changed my clubs out. I don't even know whether I've got the correct settings. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump straight over and let's just, here we go, local match. I've unlocked no clothing or anything like that, so you can see there it's put me on a default course. So let's change the course. This will be interesting because let's have a look. I don't think it's going to play any different, but I'm not sure whether I've got all the camera angles correct or any of that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure I've got my club selection correct, but let's see how we get on. The course that I'm going to be doing today is, let me just go back here and let me just make sure I've got the name correct. Hold on one sec. It is called, whoops, wrong screen. The Kilbourne Club by Justin. I'm not sure how to pronounce his surname. I'm going to go with, it's either Cybok or Kybok. Justin, if you do watch this, I do apologise if I've completely butchered your surname. And if you want to correct me on the pronunciation, then please feel free to do so. But we want Kilbourne. As I say, I do pick these at random. On any given day on the TGC Tours, they do have these recommended, TGC Tours website, they do have these recommended courses. They tend to put 4 up, and I just normally pick one. There's no sort of rhyme or reason to it, but that looks like it's the one that we're after. 87 plays, so it's not yet going to be handicap rated, but 4.5 stars. So it's playing pretty well by all accounts, by most people's reviews, or by their estimations, they're giving it really high rating. Let's leave the course conditions as standard. Let's have a look at the pin sets and the tees. There's 4 tee boxes. Wow, long course. So let's go for the longest one. It's almost 7,500 yards, so that is playing very long. Let's go for pin set 1. And let's start. As I say, I'm not entirely sure whether I've got everything spot on, but I'm sure we'll change it up as we go along. But yeah, you probably noticed from the video that I have changed up the intro, and I've changed up the outro as well. So I'm just changing a few little things around on Tim Wilson UK. I hope you guys like it. If you do enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and let's keep this going. As I say, Tim Wilson UK, I want to try and keep this channel ticking over because this is the one that's been going for a very, very long time. So I do want to keep it moving along. All right, let's have a look at this. I haven't done anything to the clubs, no styling on the clubs, no colours, nothing. I literally just chose, changed the way the guy looked, changed his clothing, and as I say, just got the correct clubs in the bag. All right, let's get this round underway. Decent opening drive, 100%, nice and straight, nice looking course to start with. I will say that. We managed to hold that skinny bit of fairway there. 143. Right. I think we may be okay. The greens are firm and fast, so then it's going to struggle to hold. I'm going to try and bring this in a little shorter. It is going to roll on a bit. That didn't roll on much at all. It might be because it's on an upslope. Yeah, it's on an upslope. That's why it's slowed up. 13 feet. Alright, we didn't manage to drain that. But I think I've got all my settings correct. I've made the camera angle low on the tee box and with the irons, and I've made it wide, the camera angle wide on the greens, so you can see when I get on the tee box here, the camera angle is really low. It's right down at my feet. I quite like that camera angle, so I've decided to keep that on Tim Wilson UK. Right, 265. So we've still got the no club here. We should be able to run this up. I've got the 3 wood in hand. Yeah, that looks good. We need a good bounce here. Yeah, and we are going to get onto the green. That's not too bad. It's going to leave probably 30-40 feet. 50 feet, so we've got a long old putt here, uphill. Oh, I'm still aching at the moment. I played golf for the first time this year on Saturday, and I am still aching today. It shows that I have done pretty much 0 exercise since I put the clubs away for the winter. I'm not a fair weather golfer, but I tend to sort of put the clubs away at the beginning of November and get them out again end of January, beginning of February. As I say, it was my first round Saturday. Didn't play particularly well, I have to say. There was a lot of rust. I didn't even go down the range before I played. I literally pitched up, jumped on the first tee, and just started to play. As I say, it was very, very rusty. Could have been a lot better, and I am aching today. So it shows me that I really do need to get back into shape. I have got a golf break coming up in just over a month, so I need to make sure that I am bang on for that. Alright, I've hit a fast. It's not too bad. It's a little bit bigger than I wanted it to, but that is going to hold the green. This is a really, really nice course. It plays really tough because of the yardage. You know, every sort of green apart from, I mean, the first one was a fairly short par 4. We came in with a 143. This one we came in with a 175, somewhere around there, which I think is the 5 iron. I'd need to check that. I'm not entirely sure. Just got to make sure we don't paste this past the hole. You can see that it's still rolling. So that was 2 feet shy, and I literally just touched that. That is a par 4, so we pick up the par. 1 under for the round. And I do like a long course. I really do like a long course. So we should. No, we're not gonna be able to see those long iron yardages. I know the hybrid club plays 205. I think the 4 iron plays 193. It must be. No, it's probably the 6 iron or something like that. I'm not sure. We'll have a look. We'll have a look on one of the holes coming up. In fact, we can have a look now. 4 iron 193. 5 iron. It's the 6 iron that plays 174. Another one that's fast. I felt myself really push that fast. So not a great shot. We're in the rough. We are within pitching range, so I'm hoping that is going to work in my favour. I need this to roll up a lot. Wow, that's going to leave me a tough putt for birdie. 20 feet, slightly uphill, swinging from the left. Come on, move, move. Oh, a little bit too much at the end. The weight on the putt was absolutely spot on, but that is going to be remaining at 1 under par. Yet to drop a shot. As you can see, these are long par 4s. Not playing too long for me. It's 379 on this pin selection. And that's still going to leave a fair chunk into the green. 162. That's a better strike. I did club down there. Should run on a bit. Yeah, much better. Much better. That's going to be within 12 feet. And I suppose the benefit of me only posting to one channel, I am now recording this in 1080p because I don't have to render the, well, not render the video, I only render the video once, but because I don't have to upload it to 2 different channels, I'm only uploading it to one channel. I've decided to go back to 1080p. Don't mind the extra weight on the render purely because of the fact that I'm not going to spend the extra time uploading it to 2 channels. So you guys should be able to watch this in 1080p. If you're not watching it in 1080p, you can always switch across. It is available in 1080p, and it should be at 60 frames per second. But as I say, it all depends on, I don't know whether this game plays at 60 frames per second, but I've definitely got it set on the capture card at 60 frames per second. And that's the second birdie of the round. I'm too busy jabbering here, I almost missed that. So that is a birdie on the par 3. Excuse me, I was just taking a gulp of my coffee. So I'm hoping to get back down the driving range just to try and iron out some of those niggles that I found out over the weekend. That is a nasty little fairway, but I feel that I have to really go for it purely because it's such a long hole. Has it got enough beans to get over the tree? No, we're going through it. Ooh, that is nasty. Ooh, we're in trouble now. We are in trouble. This could potentially be the first drop shot of the round. I've hacked it out. Is it going to hold the fairway? Is going to hold the fairway. How much yardage have we got to the club? To the green. We have got about 89 yards. Alright, we've hit a decent pitch shot. Has it got the legs? Is it going to hold? That's the main thing. Ooh, we're going to have a tricky little putt. 13 feet, 2 inches. How much movement? Oof. We saved that one. Saved it. Yeah, so as I said, I'm going to try and get back down the range this week just to try and iron out those little niggles that I've been experiencing when I played over the weekend, and then try and get back out on the course this weekend to see if it's any better, because I definitely don't want to be heading into a golf break with any kind of inconsistencies in my game. Oh, that's playing 181. Alright, slow up, slow up. Oh, I'll take that. First round on Tim Wilson UK on the Golf Club 2019, and 174 yard hole out. I will take that, and that's a nice little eagle too. Alright, par 3, 214 yards, probably playing about 203, so let's drop this down, see if we can run this up to the hole. Fast. That is not a place to hit a fast. Wow, that really hooked left. And then we go and get an eagle, and then we go and get one straight in the drink. That's what I should have done the first time. Need a hole in one here just to try and get a par. So this is going to be potentially a double bogey. So that's going to undo all of that nice work I did on the last hole. Because unless I get this in, we are going to be putting for double bogey. This is for bogey. And that just shows you how one stroke can just completely undo a lot of good work. So that is going to be a nice big fat red number after a nice green number. That is, we're effectively through 8 and 9 level par, because I got the eagle on 8 and I got the double on 9, so we remain at 2 under par. Alright, a relatively short par 4 here, 313 yards. This would definitely be drivable with the Masters. But we are playing with the pro clubs, and that is, as I've mentioned before, just because I don't want to be changing between clubs all the time, because I play on the TGC Tours on the Challenge Circuit B with the pro clubs. I don't want to be changing back in between rounds. It's just too much of a pain in the backside, to be honest. I was going to say this could be good, but it may check up a little quick. I went from the sublime to the ridiculous, going a little bit long with the pitch shot to a little bit short there. Oh, look at that putt line. That was all over the park. It's a par. Should have done better there, really, because it was a really short par 4. Hole number 11, 466. So we've gone from a 313 yard par 4 to a 461 yard par 4. I'm going to try and put this up in the air. Higher up in the air, should I say. Just to try and get some extra distance. But I think it's going to bite me in the backside, because I think that's probably... No, not quite. I thought it was going to run out of fairway, but it's okay. 152 yards to the flag. 14's probably playing about 166. That's okay. It's going to be about 25 feet, I think. No, not that bad. 18. So I may have hit that a bit hard. No, it's not too bad. Only just skirted the edge of the hole. I really like this course. I'd be interested to know whether this is based off a real course, because it plays and looks very much like a real course. If not, it's definitely been modelled on a real course, because it's got a real course feel to it. The layout. 188. I was playing about 184, but with that wind, I've dropped down a club and I've lofted it up. I still think it may be a bit long. Let's see. Yeah, it's still a bit long. Oh, don't hit that slope. Ah. I could see the slope, and it was just teetering on the edge, and if it hit the slope, it was always going to be a way and an uphill putt here. Is it up? It is up. It's died though at the top of the slope, and that's going to leave a 10-footer. Oof. Thought it was going to turn a little too much, but it was okay in the end. Alright, we really need to pick up a birdie here. 552, not a terribly long par 5. Let's see if we can capitalise on that. Nice straight drive. Let's see if we can we reach the green in 2? Don't think we're going to be able to. 264, no, and it is uphill, so we are not. We may squeeze on the front of the green. Just shy, but it's probably better there than one of those monstrous putts. Stop. That rolled on a fair whack past the hole. 7 feet for the bird. Oh, we've missed it. We've missed it. Didn't allow enough. Ooh. So the good thing is, throughout this week, I am going to have the benefit of playing 4 rounds in this week's event. And that will give me my handicap, because with this round and those 4 rounds, I will have paid my 5 rounds, which is required to get a handicap. Not that it makes any difference to what I'm doing at the moment, because I'm not playing in any handicapped events, but it's always nice to have that handicap and see how well you're doing. Has this got the legs? Did I give it enough? Don't think I did. It's firm green. It's going to be about 10 feet. I think it's going to be uphill as well. Oh no, it's slightly downhill. Not a lot of movement. A little bit off the bat. Yeah, straight in the middle of the cup. So that is a long overdue birdie. Look at that back nine. 4 pars on the bounce. We just picked up a birdie, 3 under par. Could have been oh so much better with an eagle in there. but I yanked one into the pond, so all that lovely work was undone. Right, I think I've got all the settings correct. I have turned down the ambient noise a little bit. I've turned down the crowd, but obviously you can't hear the crowd right now. So I think I've got all the settings absolutely spot on. The camera angles are nice. The HUD's all good. So I think we're good to continue as we are here now. And that's going to leave me about 10 feet. Oh, 14. A little bit off there. Didn't quite allow enough. There's a lot of brakes on, a lot of lateral movement on these, and if you don't get them close enough, it gives you those tricky 15 footers plus. It makes it difficult to score, especially when you're playing the long holes, when you're playing the furthest from the furthest tee positions, which I always tend to do. For those of you that have been following me since the early days of the golf club and the golf club 2 and now the golf club 2019, I always tend to play off the longest tee positions. I do tend to mix up the tee boxes every now and again. Sorry, tee boxes. I do tend to mix up the pin positions every now and again. But the camera flybys, I mean, I haven't been doing a lot of the camera flybys by all accounts, but the camera flybys only tend to really work on pin set number 1. But I'm not too fussed about those. This is going to be a horrible putt. I don't even think that's going to get up the slope, to be fair. It did. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. 72 feet. Didn't look at the lateral movement at all, which was my own stupid fault. But let's hope that one dribbles in. Yeah, there we go. And we're coming into the last 2 holes. That has gone by super quick. Par 3. That's a better par 3 than the one where I hit it in the water. A much better par 3. Still going to leave myself 10-11 feet, I fear. 9 feet. Still tricky. Still a tricky little putt. Yep, and there you go. I've hit it underneath the hole. Really some good slopes on these greens. Some really good slopes. Tricky pin position. It'd be nice to see this one in an event. I don't know whether it's been added to the tour as yet, but it would be great to see this one in an event. Let's see if we can pick up a birdie on the last finish with 5 under par. That'd be good. Oh, that is such a brutal fairway. I'm going to have to drop that to the 3-wood because I'm just going to end up in bother there. So let's get this in the fairway. Oh, what a horrific slope. And that is going to be almost impossible to reach the green in 2. So this is going to be very difficult here. Unless I can chip it in, I don't think... Yeah, unless I can chip it in from there, I don't think I'm going to be getting 5 under par. That wasn't far off. It's going to be about 2 feet away, 1 foot. So that was a nice little flop shot there. And we're going to finish at 4 under. Really good course. I highly recommend playing this one. You give yourself a real good test, this one will, especially if you're playing off the longest tees. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. This is my first playthrough of the Golf Club 2019. It's a recommended course on Tim Wilson UK. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, And please bear in mind that if you are watching this and you were a subscriber on 58 Degree and you haven't yet subscribed to Tim Wilson UK, then migrate over, because that channel will be closing down very shortly. But until next time, keep your eyes peeled for the highlights of the TGC Tour events this week, the rounds. I'm going to be creating a single video with all the highlights from all 4 rounds, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That should be out on Friday. But until next time, guys, take care, see you soon, bye bye now.